Greetings, y'all. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Y'all are here with the one and only Denise Camille, the Urban Love Therapist, Self-Awareness Coach, right? So today I'm doing a weekly short talk of self-awareness and emotional mastery. Dive into the chakras, right? And of course, me being a self-awareness, emotional intelligence practitioner, I wanted to discuss sacral chakra today. I wanted to discuss the sacral chakra because that's where our emotions lie. And there are certain things in our bodies that I want you to be able to pay attention to as we discuss the sacral chakra, as we discuss what it embodies, right? And the main part of the sacral chakra, that's a part of our body, for those that don't know where our emotions lie, it's in the stomach, right? It's in the stomach where, we can talk about, excuse me, y'all, I'm preaching today. It's in the stomach where, when we've been taught to feel, oh, those butterflies in our stomach, then that's a good sign, or anxiety kicks in, where in our stomach is our gut, our nervous system is where emotions lie, which is in that sacral chakra, right? So I want you to, let's dive in today quickly on sacral chakra, and the color just so happens for the sacral chakra is orange. And the different elements of how the chakras affect our emotions, our colors, our foods that we eat, our connectivity to why we eat what we eat. Our emotions are always right behind our logic, right? So to dive into those emotions, I wanted to talk about, let's go back to those butterflies in your stomach. Again, we were taught that the butterflies in our stomach were good signs, right? Those were, oh, this may be the one. Right. Yet, in reality, it really wasn't butterflies. It was our nervous activating our emotions, which is the energy and motion of how we are determining what feels right for our spirit, for our energy, and what doesn't, right? In the sacral chakra, we identify feelings of guilt and shame, or feelings of pleasure and acceptance. Yeah, we have to learn how to discern, based on that intuition of our stomach, what that feels like, that gut, right? Most people don't realize, or hopefully you do, your stomach is your second brain. Your stomach is that nervous system. When we think we want to make a logical decision, but then we say, oh, I got a not so good feeling about it. That's our sacral chakra being activated or not blocked, which is a good thing, to let you know where you want to make that decision, or what decision you're wanting to make or willing to make, right? When we say, oh, I don't got to have a good vibe about this, I don't have a good feeling about it, all of our feelings are where? In our stomach. For those women, we say we have our wounds, WOUDNS, held in our womb, WOMB. Why? Because that's where our energy lies. That's where we create. That's where creativity provides that emotion, that energy and motion to make come to fruition, right? Again, it's that sacral chakra. It's that color orange. And there are different ways to activate or stimulate the sacral chakra with the color orange. We can talk about the different foods that you would want to eat within that sacral chakra energy. Certain foods that can activate. Of course, you have your raw foods, your fruits. You have your tangerines, you have your clementines, your oranges. On your vegetable side, of course, you have your carrots, your sweet potatoes, squash. Those are the basic fruits and or vegetables that can accentuate the sacral chakra to allow it to breathe, right? So you wanted to be able to pay attention to what you feel when you feel. That kind of goes into a little bit of that fight, flight, fright, or There's another F word. It's not the one I'm thinking of. But either way, it's where our emotions allow us to stimulate our logic, or our emotions allow us to freeze up, right? So with that, even with the certain type of clothing that we wear, those free flowing clothing that certain type of 100% cotton or 100% linen, those are the fabrics that allow the emotions to breathe and pass through. And like when I say breathe, one of the things we want to deal with our emotions, aka our anxiety as well, is to take in that deep breath. That means one deep breath, take it in, right? And going back to the deep breaths, you want to make sure that you're able to inhale. When you inhale, you want to push out your stomach for as long as you can. Then exhale, hold in your stomach. I know we were taught wrong. We're now unlearning to learn, right? The beauty of being unschooled in life as an adult. So, going back to the color as the sacral chakra is orange, there is such a thing as color therapy, where the different types of colors stimulate different types of our bodies. And the sacral chakra allows you, gives you the permission to feel what you feel, to flow through it, and to acknowledge those emotions. One of the things I say to my clients is we have to sit in our emotions, sit in it. We can't always just substantially abuse it. That makes a whole new word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Understanding that we have to sit in our emotions, understand why we feel. Are we feeling guilt or shame? Are we feeling pleasure and acceptance? What is it about us? Feel that way. Focusing on those emotions, energies, emotions. Another thing that you can look into with the sacral chakra is having an affirmation. Give myself permission to enjoy or to feel joy in any in my life, any space in my life, any situation, right? I give myself permission to feel, permission to be joyful, right? Another thing, the body parts that the sacral chakra is in falls aligned with the hips and the pelvis. So if you find yourself feeling kind of stuck or your emotions just unable to control them, give yourself a little rotation with those hips. Rotate them into small circles. Nobody needs to know you're rotating them. Just rotate them into small circles, allowing the body to move it. Breathe. Say, I'm okay. All things work according to once you're able to move that body, move that anxiety. I'm not even sure if you've ever tried moving that sacral chakra with the energies. When the anxiety kicks up, ask yourself, why do I feel this way? How do I get over it? Give myself permission. Any situation. Right? Last thing, sound frequency, sacral chakra. Sound frequency, every chakra has a chord, just like the sound bowls, and they bring them out today. Yet every chakra, has a specific chord, has a frequency. The frequency that goes with the sacral chakra, the 417 frequency, 417 hertz, that is where you want to be able to allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to breathe through these emotions. They say emotions are temporary, they don't last. Yet the body keeps score. So the body holds on to how you felt when something occurred. So be mindful of what that sacral chakra is holding on to. And these are the ways to open up and unblock those blockages. We talked about food. Some colors of the food, oranges. Oranges is the color of the sacral chakra. The tangerines, the clementines, the oranges, any of those orange fruits, right? Then you have the vegetables. You have your carrots, your sweet potatoes, squash, the Japanese squash, the different cultures. We talked about the color therapy of where wearing certain colors open up those energies. We talked about the affirmations. So there's affirm yourself, give myself permission, joyful, find joy in any situation. Being present is purposeful, right? And the last one, the frequencies, the sound frequencies, allowing yourself to listen, give yourself space, give your mind space, give your energy space. All right, y'all. This has been a quick, short talk on emotional mastery. Today we're talking about sacral chakra. All right, y'all. Peace. One last thing. Ask yourself, what is one small joy you can do more of yourself this week? Repeat it. What is one small joy you can do more of this week? Like, comment. Let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know what's going on with that sacral chakra. Those emotions are heavy. Sometimes we think they're light, yet they carry a heavy load. All right, y'all. Give thanks.